Happy Monday morning, everyone. I'm here today with your Monday moves with the orange ball, and I'm super excited about showing you this series of exercises. If you happened to see my live last week, you know I have a stiff neck, and so this was my intention for last week. And the second part of this little series, two parts, has to do with my stiff neck. And so it's so crazy that this was my intention for last week, and then I woke up with a stiff neck. Well, had to take care of my stiff neck, but it gave me opportunity to test the theory of this exercise all last week during my walks. So this series actually has to do with encouraging functional movement in your gait, your walking pattern, right? And what I love about it is the first part has some really good ideas about movement for anyone who has stiff knees, from arthritis or past injuries or whatever. It's a very simple way to get back into some functional movement, better movement, and to start strengthening those muscles in the quadriceps that need to be strengthened in order to help those knees feel better. Such a double-edged sword there. But anyway, so what we need for these two exercises is the orange ball and a wall. So I'm going to start off with the lower part of the body, talking about the gait pattern for your legs as you walk. Remember, these moves all help to stimulate fascia. Love that. And always want to remind myself and remind you that I am doing these to help encourage you to take breaks in your day, to release tension and set new intentions. So that's all you get out of this, is just a little bit of movement. That's awesome too. All right, so we're gonna start with the lower part. I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna put it behind my low back, and I'm gonna be against the wall here. And I'm just gonna be about shoulder distance apart, or maybe a little wider. And I'm just going to start by bending my knees and straightening. So really just kind of a little bit of a weight transfer, right? I'm transferring my weight from one side to the other. I'm not even lifting my heels off. Don't know if you can actually see my feet. I might not have set the camera up quite well enough. But anyway, my feet are flat. I'm just bending and straightening and shifting my weight from side to side. That is what walking is, right? You're just going from one side to the other, stepping one foot in front of the other. And so what's great is, right, you can see that I'm just bending and straightening my knees. You know, it might not be the hardest thing to strengthen knees, but if your knees are so sore that you don't even want to do anything, this is going to be a fairly doable exercise for you. Okay, and then we can just make it a little bit more by raising a heel, right? So I'm adding a little teeny bit more balance as I transfer my weight. I'm just lifting one heel and then lifting the other. A little movement too, so stimulating the fascia and the back of my body, just because the ball, the tactileness of the ball against my back, and movement side to side. And then we can add, and we can just do a hold balance, right? So we could hold, it's a little hard, right? We could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just to make it a little more fun, a little extra movement, right? Be careful I don't want you to fall, so make sure you have something to hang on to if you feel like balance is a big challenge for you, right? But that's just something to add that's extra. You don't have to do the balance part. All right, so there's the lower part of that series, the first part. Now we're going to move the ball up higher, kind of between my scapula, around the base of my scapula. And I'm going to do the upper part of the gait pattern, so my arm swing, right? So we're supposed to be swinging our arms as we walk. Now, when we're just walking, I don't think we're thinking about it too much, right? We're just walking. I like to walk, like it's my favorite thing for exercise. I get outside and I go for walks. I like hikes. I don't swing my arms like this. I've seen people swing their arms like this, and I'm thinking it's a great idea. So what I did last week was I tested this as my neck was healing, and I was walking along And, you know, I just kind of started swinging my arms a little extra. I have to say, when I saw people coming, I probably toned it down a little bit. But I was really just trying to get my elbow back. And I gotta say, it really did stimulate something in my upper back. So what this pattern is supposed to do is stimulate the fascia across the back of the shoulders and the upper part of the back near the neck, and help to strengthen those muscles that keep our head more upright on top of our spine rather than forward. And that's a pretty common problem nowadays because of phones and computers and a lot of sitting. So anyway, I love this part. I tested it, and I always love it when there's an exercise that I can test to see if it actually does something. And this one was one of those, and I did it last week and it felt great. I usually feel that way about all of these orange ball moves. So I hope that at least gave you something to do for the breaks in your day, and you release a little bit of tension, got a little blood flow. You can set some new intentions for your day. If you want to learn more, please just contact me, private message me. Go to yourbodypilates.net. You can schedule an introductory session. It's always free. Just no obligation, just chat. And I just hope you have a great week, and I'll be here next week, or it might be a recording because I'm on vacation. So have a great week, enjoy the sun, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.